Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Captain Marvel, because Captain Marvel has got canceled after 50 issues. The second longest running Captain Marvel run with Carol Danvers anyway. First being the Ms. Marvel run that was brilliantly written by Brian Reed, who actually had a good handle on the character, who actually made the character viable, likable, enjoyable to read. While Kelly Sue, 2 years, several hundred relaunches of the goddamn character, and still nobody gives a damn about the character. So, yes, according to Marvel's reports, Captain Marvel is ending at issue 50. Like, wow, Captain Marvel is ending at 50 issues from Kelly Sue's legendary run. Like, wow, that is so cool. Like, it's kind of like, no, not really. It's just like, here we go. The world's most popular hero book is being canceled. Yay, the final issue of Captain Marvel, Kelly Sue DeConnick, ends her legendary run with the oversized finale. And it's just like, yeah, no. So in June of 2023, it'll be it for Carol Danvers, right? So Carol Danvers' current era is coming to an end as Marvel writer Kelly Sue DeConnick run on Captain Marvel ends with the oversized 50th issue. Marvel announced that Captain Marvel 50, a double-sized issue, will be its last issue. So that means it's gotten canceled, and that means it's gonna probably get a relaunch. And a lot of people right now, I was hearing YouTubers, they were like, oh my God, Captain Marvel's getting canceled again. And they were like, this character sucks, which, yes, Carol Danvers does suck. Ever since she became Captain Marvel, she does suck. But I also noticed a lot of them was trying to figure out, like, why is Marvel keep trying to dump money into this character? Just because she has the Marvel name doesn't mean that you keep dumping money into her and Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel anyway. And the reason why they're doing that, because I don't know if a lot of people know this, is because Marvel has no choice but to dump money into Captain Marvel, not Ms. Marvel. That's why Ms. Marvel run, that's why Kamala Khan's run in, and she hasn't really had a solo run in a long time. But Captain Marvel, the reason why we keep getting relaunches of Carol Danvers is because of the fact that Captain Marvel under Marvel has no choice but to have a comic book run. That is part of the agreement. A lot of people don't know that when DC acquired Fawcett Comics, which includes the original Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, they forgot to get the copyright, which the copyright lapsed, and Marvel took it. Now, with the court that they have, the thing that they have to agree on is the only way Marvel gets to keep the Captain Marvel copyright is they constantly have to have Captain Marvel out there, if that makes sense. It doesn't have to be on TV, film, or whatever, but comic book wise, they have to constantly have a stream of Captain Marvel comic books, because if they don't, then the rights automatically revert back to DC. So, like, if Marvel decided for a whole year that they're not going to make a Captain Marvel book, then guess what? Those rights automatically revert back to DC, part of the court agreement, because Captain Marvel, Billy Batson from the Fawcett Comics, he was already created before Marvel created their Captain Marvel, but they also had the rights to it because of the fact that they couldn't do Captain Lightning or something like that. But since that character's already Captain Marvel, they can still call Billy Batson Captain Marvel in the comic books, right? They just can't call him, they just can't promote him as Captain Marvel outside of the comic books and film and television and games. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Jeff Johns thought it was smart enough to make the character, call the character Shazam, because he assumed that we would confuse the two characters. No, I know the difference between Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel DC. Matter of fact, Marvel has more Captain Marvels than anything else. And if I can tell the difference between Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Marvel, Phi Lavelle, God damn it, what's that darn son? He has a son. I forgot the name of the damn son. And then there's one more other character that's been Captain Marvel too. So it's not that hard to really put those characters together. I just can't draw a blank. Hey, look, I am also, I just because I have a lot of comic book information in my head, I can't really look at everything all at once. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean? The reason why Marvel has to constantly put this character out is because if they don't, they lose the rights to the character. And honestly, at this point, I'd rather them lose the rights than to keep shoveling this fucking character out in my face. Because Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel is not a win. The character sucks. She does. She sucks ass under Marvel. And I mean, it's not really Marvel. Well, it is Marvel's fault because Marvel was hiring Kelly Sue DeConnick to not was it Kelly Sue DeConnick? I believe, yeah, whatever. The relaunch the character in 2012, make her this ultra feminist character where she was all that in the bag of pop chips. I'm better than you, Captain, because I rank higher than you technically in the military and all that nonsense. It was just like, bitch, don't nobody give a damn. Don't nobody give a damn. Kiss my ass, ho. And then they kept trying to make her more powerful than what she is. They kept trying to add more powers to her. They wanted her to be the face of Marvel at the time. And it's just like, no, we don't want you. We don't want you. I don't want your future. I don't want none of it. I really don't. I really do not want have anything to do with you at all. You know, and it's kind of tiring to see this female character who used to be great under Brian Reed and Chris Claremont and all that kind of stuff. You know what's so funny is that the fact that men wrote the character better than fucking females. Make it make sense. Because remember, the reason why they're doing it, we need a female perspective on the character. But clearly they don't have a good perspective of the character because the character is doing terrible. They have to constantly try to reboot her character and try to make her more powerful than what she is. Like, I think the one of the books that pissed a lot of people off with Carol Danvers to the point where I don't know if they can even, they'll have to retcon that hoe, is when they tried to say that she was half Cree. You know, where her mother was Cree all of a sudden. Like, where the hell we do shit like this at? Her mother is all of a sudden a Kree now? Since when? But she never developed any powers until the Captain Marvel accident? No, that doesn't make logical sense. That doesn't make logical sense at all. It goes against the character. It really does go against the character. That's not how she was introduced, and that's not how she was created. Hell, if you pick up the original Captain Marvel with Marvel, she was his girlfriend. And yes, she was a ranking officer in the military, but she also got into an accident that gave a portion of his powers to her. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, she didn't even realize that she could become Miss Marvel, because she used to fall asleep and that persona used to take over without her realizing it at first. So this nonsense of this character being half Kree all of a sudden just doesn't make logical sense, you know? And I just don't get it. I really do not understand why they keep trying to force this character down people's throats. At least if you're going to do that, at least give us like an actual Captain Marvel that people actually want to read about. Like, you know which Captain Marvel people want to read about. Like, let's stop Let's stop playing stupid right now. You know that there are people who rather read Monica Rambeau than Carol Danvers, and that's just the truth. You can get mad all you want to, but that is definitely the truth. People want to read Monica Rambeau, honestly, and it didn't really make any sense for you to push her out. Or people rather read the original Marvel. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, you try with other characters, but the people who people really want to read about is Monica Rambeau and the original Marvel. If you're not going to give them that, then people don't really care about Carol Danvers. It is what it is. But to try to keep trying to add powers to her magic and every power of the Avengers and stuff like that, and evolution, evolutionary Kree powers and all of that nonsense, it just doesn't work for the character. It honestly doesn't work for the character. As much as they want people to like the character, making her more overpowered than she is does not help the character at all. It doesn't help people like the character. It doesn't make people want to read the character. You know what I'm saying? It's a straight turnoff to most people. And you're wondering why, like, oh yeah, this character's getting canceled again due to low sales, but oh wait, we gotta keep pumping this character out, because if we don't, we'll lose the rights. Lose the rights, or get somebody who actually can make the character viable again, like Brian Reed, Chris Claremont. Those are only people who can clearly write the character, because the females cannot write the character. And make her fucking sexy. Like she was one of the most sexiest feminist characters ever. And then you get to 2012 and she's covered up. Boobs all of a sudden gone. Hips all of a sudden gone. All of the muscles that she gained over years is just gone. And now she look like a fucking man. Then you cut her hair. You cut her hair almost like a man. Where everybody was like, is that Carl Danvers? So clearly you're doing something wrong with the character. That's how I see the character. That's how I see it. Like, you need to calm down with this nonsense. But yeah, Carol Danvers is being canceled. Carol Danvers' Captain Marvel run is being canceled. But those are my thoughts. That's how I feel about this, the whole situation. You guys let me know what you think about Carol Danvers. What do you think could fix the character? Or do you think Marvel should just give up and just let DC have the rights back to Captain Marvel and just stop putting money into that? Because I noticed they'll always put money into shit that don't work, but they won't put money into stuff that's actually viable for their company. But yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.